Broadcasting from the Beach Bunker in Brandon, Manitoba, Canada to the world, it's the Tyler Glenn Show, the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. Good morning to you and TGIF. I am so excited. Look at the sun shining. It is a fantastic Friday, and we is going to have some fun. Still got some sleepers in my house going, oh, Dad's crazy. It's Friday. Woo! What's all the screaming about? Yes, welcome to the Beach Bunker. Oh, the end of another week. We're midway through July. Where's summer going? It's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm Tyler Glenn. Welcome to the Beach Bunker. We're the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life, and that includes a whole bunch of stuff, including our hamburgers steak, the court definition of steak, and I'm so glad to see Porky Jr. in chat this morning. I don't think he's going to be happy about this article that came out, and this is the legal definition of steak, and is hamburger a steak? We're going to discuss, but that's not the big item of the day. We've got a few of them. We've got a woman in Winnipeg who stumbled upon a live animal in her home, and before you go, oh my God, how did this end? What happened? It's the most adorable video you're going to see all week. It's incredible. Very close to home. We'll show it to you coming up in a little bit. First, we are going to take you to the barbecue I was at yesterday and show you a little bit of that action. I tracked down the Wiener Girls. Or the Wiener Ladies. I don't know if they particularly like that term of endearment that I call them, but went to the barbecue last night for kids sport. There's Trina. She did it. She put the hot dog costume on and was looking fantastic. She's inviting everybody down. That's over on Richmond Avenue in Brandon yesterday, and they had a great turnout. They had those East 40 Smokies and hot dogs, and God, those East 40 Smokies are good. They aren't a sponsor yet, but I think I got to work on them because I'm hogging their stuff. They're baking and they've got some good stuff over there, and they did some giveaways, and so there. This is the point that I haven't eaten yet. I didn't realize that I was a little close with the camera. I want to show the girls in their pictures that are in there. Check out those two good-looking guys right there. That's before we scarf down a whole bunch of... Oh, look at the dog. There's the dog with his costume. Looking good. And if you stopped by yesterday, thank you for your support of Kids Sport. Again, this is helping to get kids, all kids in sport, and Kids Sport does some amazing work in our community. And look at this little entrepreneur with some frozen yogurt. She told me the mango was the best, and you know what? You're absolutely right. She's adorable. Helping out mom and dad, giving away some frozen yogurt for the cause, taking donations, of course. And so thanks for having us yesterday, and it was a great time, and I hope we raised a lot of money for Kids Sport. And those costumes, Trina looked fantastic, and she's got 4 of those hot dog 4 of them. Who has 4 hot dog costumes? I'm so jealous. I want one now. But let's take a look outside and see how things are going across southern Manitoba, and no precipitation on the radar. Isn't that nice? That Grand Valley camera is still busted. See if I'll get that changed for next week. Grand Valley and Oak Lake camera is just not working for the summertime, but look at south of Brandon, just beautiful sunshine. Still a little bit of the smoky haze for us this morning as we get your Friday underway. A fantastic Friday. Good morning to all those in chat already this morning, whether they be on the social media platforms or already in Twitch, which of course is where we will move the party to in about 15 minutes or so. So if you're joining the show on social media platforms, go, what is this? What's going on over here? We're going to move the party over to twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show around 7:25. And because we got people commenting from all kinds of social media as we get your Friday roll, including Tasha and Porky Jr. Bernice is here, and Paul, good morning to you. K-Don is here. Nice to see you this morning. Linda says, good morning. Just headed out on a tour. It's too damn early. Have a great show. Says Linda, who is up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get into the chat window and start chatting at me. First, it's so nice to see you, Linda. Be safe. Enjoy your weekend. Have fun. Polar Bear is here, and Quentin is here, too. And we've got Connie. Good morning to you. Borrowed Bean is here. It's always nice to see you, Borrowed Bean. And Megan and Misbehavin'. Good morning, Sunseeker, says Misbehavin'. Trev is here, too. Looking forward to his Bomber game tomorrow, no doubt. I know they play tomorrow, but I can't remember who it is. Why do I keep thinking they play Calgary? Every time I think the Bombers play, they're playing Calgary. I don't think it is. He'll tell me. Megan is here, and Laurie. Good morning, Laurie. Nice to see you, Miss Vicky. What a crew today. And Sharon, and Iris, and Nick Adams, and Richard. Holy cow, Richard Evanishin. It is good to see you. Thanks for the coffee emoji. I see it there. Nicely done. Oh, always, it's so nice to see new names every day, people who've been watching, and then they just take the leap. They just put their toe in the water and comment. And I had somebody ask me yesterday, what is truly, they want the curtain pulled back, and they want to know what are the chatters kind to each other? And I said, we have got such a great group. I'm so proud of this group of Sunseekers that we have. They're so welcoming. They're kind to each other. We have fun. We have great discussion. I just wanted to say that because I shared that with 2 people yesterday who, no, really, do they fight? Are they mean to each other? Like, well, no, everybody's awesome. You guys are great. And then you tell me that it's Ottawa. Okay. So the Bombers play Ottawa tomorrow. I got to find some football on tonight. Craving a little football. Craving even more barbecue. It's kebab day today. Let you know about that. And the forecast, I wish I had a better forecast for you as far as the heat goes. But again, if you have problems sleeping in this heat, you're going to like the forecast because it's nice and cool, well below normal for this time of year. We could see some intermittent showers throughout the day, throughout the weekend, but still well below normal. We should be up around 25, 26 degrees, and we'll struggle to hit 21, I'll be honest with you. It is not really going to be all that... Quentin says he's up for an argument to spice it. No, arguments are fine. You know what I mean? I think people want to know if it's like Twitter. It's not. Twitter is just... No, not even close. Not even... There's nothing like a debate, and we have fun with that. It's just like a group of people I say it's kind of like a morning party, except instead of margaritas, we're having coffee. Although the margarita idea, especially on a Friday, has been floated around, especially when I break out the keyboard. And if you're just joining the show, it's Keyboard Friday, and that is worth sticking around for 8:30, twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show, because the keyboard comes out and things get wild. I also got this email yesterday. I'm going to share it with you. I got, if I can pull it up, why is everything so slow this morning? It's Friday. Everybody, well, maybe because I'm streaming. That shouldn't matter, though. So here is the email I got yesterday. It says, hi, Tyler. We are absolutely ready for a fun-filled day on Wednesday and can't wait for your visits. These times work great. So I will be, this is Rhonda from Tim Hortons. FYI, we're doing something new and exciting for Camp Day. Free sampling in our stores from 1:30 to 2:30. We would love to have guests try new items and some of their all-time favorites in store for the hour. This is the interesting part. She says, it's probably a good idea for you to skip lunch that day. Elastic pants. My dream has come true. I have a show where I get invited to people's businesses to eat for free in my stretchy pants. Kids, some people say dreams don't come true. That is not the case. But now you've been warned. 1:30 to 2:30. And here's my agenda for Wednesday. I am going to be at Tim Hortons Camp Day for an hour in 3 different spots because I want to hop around. I want to say good morning to as many locations as I can between noon and 3. So from noon until 1 on Wednesday, I'm going to be at the number 1 location up on the Trans-Canada Highway over the lunch hour. From 1 to 2, I'm going to be over on First Street, the First Street location. That's near Crocus Plains High School, just up from Kuiper's Bakery. And then from 2 till 3, I'll be at the 18th Street location. That's across from Shoppers Mall. It's in the Canadian Tire parking lot. So I'll repeat those times. I'll post them because I'd love to see you, too. I'd love to meet you. I would like to say thank you for an incredible season 1. And, of course, we're going to send kids to camp. It's Tim Hortons Camp Day, and they've got those bracelets for sale, too. $3 each, 100% of the proceeds going to the Tim Hortons Foundation. But on that Wednesday, 100% of every hot or iced coffee purchase goes to the foundation. And that day, look for a raffle table, volunteers, prizes, and again, all that free food. So check that out on Wednesday. And the free food, the sampling is going 1:30 to 2:30. And I also want to be loading up as I leave at 3 o'clock on those dream cookies. I have orders from headquarters from my wife that bring home some dream cookies. Okay. They're the soft and chewy 3 flavors, Rocky Road, M&M's, mini chocolate candy, and white chocolate chips. And the third is that filled with pecans, white and milk chocolate chips topped with Reese's Minis. Tim Hortons is a sponsor of the Tyler Glenn Show, by the way. They have 10 locations in Brandon, Verdun, Neepawa, Dauphin, and Moosomin, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I am very, very excited about that. Tyler showing up in a limo. Showing up in the Aztec with a big plume of black smoke coming out the back. No muffler. Here I am, everybody. Here I am. Living the dream. Hashtag living the dream, Nick Adams. Absolutely. It is going to be a great Wednesday. Nick Adams says, my girlfriend's birthday's today. Among the things she wanted is 42 birthday cake Timbits. Oh, that is awesome. That is cool. So will you put like a candle in them? Ooh, be careful with that. Why does that seem unstable to me? 42 round things on a plate. Uncle Buck style, says Megan. Yeah, but that's a great idea. Please take pictures. I know you will, and do share. And happy birthday to your girlfriend. What's her name, Nick? What is her name? Nick Adams. Nick Adams, what's your girlfriend's name? Is Nick gets back to me on that. I want to remind you that this would be a great weekend to get an oil change. Okay? What does that little sticker say on your windshield? Does it correspond with the number that's on your odometer? Is it past that number? You got to get into Murray's. You got to get over there. Murray GMC Cadillac Certified Service Express. They'll get you done in a flash, and you'll be helping the community at the same time because every time you get your oil changed, you're doing good with Bear Clan, Helping Hands, and Samaritan House. Your convenience is a priority. It's not just fast, but more affordable than most competitors at $84.30 for an oil change. Don't forget to mention Sunseeker 10, like Misbehavin' did, and save the $10. Why would you pay more? Why would you do that? They're going to show you the filters. They're going to do an inspection, and they'll get you on your way just like that. Murray Chevrolet GMC Cadillac, Richmond Avenue, your quick, reliable, charitable, and affordable oil change experience. Courtney, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Courtney. Nick's got something for you, and you're going to like it. And Courtney is like one of my favorite people on the planet. And do you want to know why? Because Courtney bought Nick one of my T-shirts from the Tyler Glen souvenir store. Isn't that right, Nick? She's one of my favorite people because she loves Nick so much that she went to my store and got him a bacon shirt. If that's not love, I don't know what is, really. So, Courtney, you just have an amazing day. Enjoy those Timbits. I want to see the picture and a big smiley face, and I know it'll be coming shortly. Everyone's saying happy birthday to you. Okay, so now I got to show you this this video. This is adorable. So this woman comes home, and I don't know how this coyote got into her dining room. But, you know, we've been hearing these stories out of Winnipeg of these kids coming into contact with these wild animals. And the authorities said, don't worry about it. We got it under control. We've located the wild animals, and this is a very rare occurrence. And we all go, oh, okay, it's a rare occurrence. Until this woman comes home and finds a coyote in her dining room. And, of course, she's got the video for it.
Is this a coyote in my house?
Yes, it is. Look at how cute he is.
Maybe.
Oh, he's adorable.
I just walked in the back door.
Local epidemiologist Cynthia Carr was letting her cat in from the yard and left a door open in the process.
Hello?
When she turned around, she saw a blurry figure go by.
It's amazing how...
And there was a small animal just like backed into the corner of my dining room. And at first I wasn't sure if it was like a puppy or what it was because it was quite small and I couldn't get a grip.
I wasn't sure if it was a puppy until I went to pet it. And when I brought my hand back towards my body and realized that my fingers were gone, it was at that point that I knew that this likely wasn't a puppy.
Great look at it because it was under a low table. But after a minute or two,
he's so
of it not
cute.
reacting like a dog, like not barking, not wagging its tail, not coming near me, I started looking at pictures.
Oh my God, that's what I hate about this story is he's just too cute. He is just too cute.
Carr was alone at the time and called a conservation officer. She says when the officer came near the docile coyote, it immediately began to attack.
Oh.
The officer removed the animal with a net and put it outside. Carr is now warning those in the Assiniboine Park area to be vigilant about closing doors and to keep an eye on their pets.
Holy cow, so it attacked. Oh, that is not good. So yeah, it's all cute. I'm just here under your table looking adorable. Oh, take you out. Take your fingers off. But they are so adorable. He looked so sad and he's so scared. Then what are you doing wandering into people's houses? Cindy says, I hope that didn't attack her cat. Quentin says in his old man voice, "Yeah, that's what happens when you expand a city into the woods. The coyote isn't the guilty one here. Bah, get off my lawn." Well, that is one perspective. Paul says, was there a Roadrunner around? Acme packages on the doorstep. Brum dum. Nice. Very well done. Okay. Moving on. As the world burns. Okay, so we are kind of complaining that's a little bit cool here, but how about this? Arizona today and southern Nevada, 60 degrees Celsius. And apparently, this is going to be happening in Europe too. Land temperatures in Spain surpass 60 degrees. Can you imagine that? 60 degrees Celsius. When you look, there's, I got a picture here of this. Jeez, look at this. Holy God. Oh my God. Can you imagine selling cold beer or Slurpees in Spain today? I'm thinking that business is very good if you're selling beer or Slurpees. And you don't have to put your oven on to cook your eggs. You just walk out into the driveway, crack a few on the driveway, and you're good to go. That is incredible. And so 60 degrees in Spain and 60 degrees in southern Nevada, Arizona, and parts of California this weekend. That is, I've never experienced 60. I've experienced 50, and it just about killed me. Way too hot. But 60 degrees Celsius? At what point are we going to start boiling water? put a glass of water on the driveway. Is the water ready? I mean, that is pretty crazy. Okay, so coming up on the show today, before we start losing folks on the social media platforms, because again, we're moving over to twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. We've got breaking news involving a super cheap airline sale, Winnipeg direct to a Canadian destination that is normally super expensive. And I'm not talking about BC. This is very rare, and you're going to want to stick around for that news. I've got it coming up in just a little bit. Also, the story of a woman living in her van because of the cost of housing. Kind of a sad story, but we'll probably have a colorful discussion over that. It has to deal with the cost of living. And would you live in the van? We'll show you what her van looks like. And we'll talk a bit about that. A woman gifts herself a tractor for her 97th birthday. Have you ever bought yourself a birthday present? Like, is Courtney going to go out and buy herself a birthday present today? Do you buy yourself a birthday gift? This woman never had, 97 years old, but she caved and she got herself a delightful gift, and we'll show you what she bought for herself. And, of course, how do you define a steak? The courts have ruled that a hamburger could be classified as a steak. We'll take a look at that real quick as well. And, of course, we've got the writer's strike that is happening in the U.S. that has now moved to an actor's strike. So the only thing that is going to be made as far as entertainment is concerned is Canadian television. Yay! Canadian television and movies will remain largely unaffected unless it includes American actors and or writers. This is sad news because I've been seeing some of the pictures coming out of Regina. I'm sorry to tease you with that. But Beetlejuice, we told you that the Beetlejuice sequel has been greenlit. Well, apparently they've secretly started filming in Regina. But the mom, who is from Schitt's Creek. She's the mom in Schitt's Creek as well. Catherine O'Hara. So she's Canadian. And as long as they're using Canadian writers and directors, I guess they can continue their production in Regina. But largely the American stuff, which is a significant amount of production in Manitoba, will not be proceedings. So, but again, this is a good news, bad news story. The good news is that local productions, Canadian productions, Manitoba productions, those who are like 100% Canadian, remain largely unaffected. And we'll have more on that coming up. And a movie that is really kind of becoming a viral sensation. It actually did better than Indiana Jones. And it's got me asking a few questions, and we'll get a few answers on that coming up in just a bit. We do have some time to get to the steak issue, and I want to do this while we still have Porky Jr. with us. And the definition of steak. Quentin says Salisbury steak, I suppose. The definition of steak, as we go into the weekend, maybe you're going to put a steak on the barbecue. So what is a steak? And I guess the courts have said, basically, it's a slab of meat. The courts have decided that ground beef can be a steak too. Like a hamburger. Or a patty. The Merriam-Webster dictionary definition, there is no need to assume that a beefsteak necessarily consists of an intact piece of meat. A secondary definition of the word is applied to ground beef, particularly when it is formed into the shape of a steak. Paul asks a very important question. Why are the courts involved? Well, because in America, people like to sue each other frivolously. We know that, right? Well, somebody says, okay, listen, if you're going to sell me this product, which is the steak and egg sandwich, I'm going to take you to court. This was a Dunkin' Donuts case, the Angus steak and egg breakfast sandwich. And so they went to court, and the judge said that this is, in fact, a steak, even though it is not the traditional formation of a steak like you would have a beef steak or ham steak. Apparently, if meat is formed into the object of a steak, into the shape of a steak, it classifies as a steak. So the courts have ruled that ground beef can, in fact, be a steak, not just your Salisbury steak. So you can make a steak sandwich out of hamburger, which kind of is weird to me. It's a little bit weird. It's a little bit mind-warping, because if a restaurant says, hey, we're going to have a steak sandwich for you, I would suspect that there would be like strips of intact beef. But if you get a hamburger, but essentially that's what this is, right? Porky Jr. gives a thumbs up. So as long as it's in the shape of a steak, it classifies as a steak. And Porky Jr. gives a thumbs up. I remember the first time I had a ham steak, and I went, what the heck is a ham steak? Love ham steak. Philly steak sandwiches are technically shaved roast beef, which is a good point. So I think we're okay. We're just a little hungry now, aren't we? Okay, we have to say goodbye to our TikTok friends and our friends on other social media platforms because we got to head to the beach. Hate to do this to you, but I got to kick you out. See ya. Because we're going to keep it for the special people. But we want you to be a special person at twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. Come on over. The party's just getting started. Have a great weekend. We'll do this again Monday for the last week of Season 1 of the Tyler Glenn Show. Camp Day on Wednesday next week. Greg Crisanti will join the show. Have a great and safe weekend, okay? And we will say the same thing to our other social media followers. We thank you for being here, and we wish you a great weekend. And we will see you on Monday. We're headed to